Hi loves, I wanted to welcome you back to my channel. It's your girl Lee of IKNOWLEE, and if you haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I upload twice weekly on Thursday and Saturday evenings, and today is Saturday. So I'm actually going to bring back a series on my channel. I did this maybe like a year and a half, 2 years ago. No, it was probably like 2 years ago, where I did my top 5 natural hair care products based on the categories that they were in. So this is going to be basically another version of that, a bit of an updated version of that. I am going to give you my top 5 of products in each natural hair category, but I am going to cater it more towards number 1, color treated hair, and number 2, type 4 hair. So hair that is kinkier, that is coarser, that is thicker. What products work for us? So these are not going to be in any particular order, but keep in mind that most of the butters that are in this video are different from the ones that I had in my previous video because I mean things were just different. So number 1, I'll just say, we can say this is number 1. This has probably been my favorite for like forever, and this is the On Handmade Burnt Sugar Pomade or the Sugar Berries Pomade. Either one of these. This is probably not even technically a hair butter, but I actually use it as a hair butter. It's a humectant hair pomade. If you do like a twist out or something with this, or a braid out, and it actually dries, you have to fully let it dry, this is going to be bomb. This stuff is so awesome, and I think it's a completely underrated product. It smells delicious also, and I love it. This stuff is like hella thick though, and you really have to massage it into your hand so that it emulsifies and breaks down, because if not, you'll have like all of these little chunks. But I'm telling you, your hair will freaking love this, especially if it lacks moisture or shine. This is gonna be it. I love this stuff. I love it. And nobody talks about it but me. I don't understand why. Okay, next on the list of my top 5 natural hair butters for type 4 hair is going to be this hair butter by Mayo Organics. So this hair butter is their new pomegranate and honey twisting souffle. Souffle, that word, it kills me every time. This one is kind of a newer one. It hasn't been out for that long, maybe about a month or 2. I know that when they first launched this, it like sold out, and honestly I can see why. This stuff is really amazing. It's thick, it's moisturizing, it gives your curls hella curl definition, and I actually did a video using it, which I will leave in the iCards above, and I'll link it below. But it works so well, especially if you're gonna do flat twists. And surprisingly, you get 12 ounces of product. I just noticed that this is a pretty large jar for the price. 12 ounces is a lot, like a lot. The On Handmade one is 8 ounces, and in comparison, the jars are virtually the same size. 8 ounces, 12 ounces. Okay, the next one is by Uncle Funky's Daughter, and it is their Extra Butter Brilliant Shine Cream. This stuff is bomb. This one is one of the ones that is not as thick. It has, I can get it open. Consistency in this one is a bit more creamier. As you can see, it's a bit lighter, but it is amazing when it comes to moisture, and it's amazing when it comes to curl definition. And if you like products that are a little bit lighter, because this one is quite a bit lighter, even though it's still thick, it adds that shine to your hair. It's gonna give you that curl definition. It is super moisturizing. It says it's for kinky and curly textures, but I feel like this butter works better on kinkier textures than it necessarily might on curlier textures, because it's a little bit heavier on the hair, which is something that we need if our hair is kinky, and it's amazing. I also think that this one is a pretty underrated butter, but it works so well. And this brand is natural and it's vegan. Amazing. The next one is going to be by Shea Moisture, and Shea Moisture, their Strengthen and Restore Lock and Braid Butter with shea butter, peppermint, and apple cider vinegar. I really like this stuff. It says it is for chemically processed hair, natural chemically processed hair, or heat styled hair. So it is safe if you have color on your hair, which is amazing for me. I personally do love this butter for braid outs. Hands down, this is amazing. You do have to let it dry. The consistency is kind of like the Mielle butter, the pomegranate and honey twisting souffle. It's very, very similar to that, but this one is a little bit stiffer. And this is my second jar of this one. This one is a newer one to the list too, because I've only been using this butter for maybe like 4 or 5 months. The extra butter, I've been using that for a couple of years now. The Mielle one is new, so that one has really only been out for 2 months. And then the On Handmade butter I have been using for like 5 or 6 years. So yeah, you can kind of see like the variation of products, but the On Handmade one is definitely like my staple, one of my holy grail products. And then the very, very last one is this mystery butter. It's actually not a mystery, but it doesn't come with a label, at least not yet. This is a newer brand, and it's a homemade brand, and the name of the brand is called Only Anaya, and Anaya stands for As Natural As You Are. This reminds me of like back in the day when the natural hair movement was really just starting, and where there weren't as many products on the market available, so a lot of people were, you know, creating products in their kitchen and things like that. This one is a product similar to that, and I think that it has a shea butter base. It looks like this. It has a shea butter smell. It kind of smells like shea butter. This one is like natural hair crack. I cannot explain it to you enough, and I'm gonna leave Only Anaya's information down below because you can't see the label on the bottle. This butter is literally like natural hair crack. You talking about you need the smallest amount of this stuff to moisturize your hair, and your hair will be moisturized for weeks on end. Like when you wash it, it'll still be soft, it'll still be moisturized, it will still be hydrated. You'll be like, oh my god, like the only reason I'm washing my hair is because it looks crazy, but literally this stuff lasts forever. And so this is my second jar of it. My first jar lasted me like 8 months, 8 or 9 months, which is a really, really long time for a natural hair butter. And I wash my hair at least once a week, minimum, at least once a week. So considering that fact, I love this stuff. I think that this is probably the healthiest and the purest hair butter that I have. So yeah, I will leave all of the information down below for all 5 of these butters, where you can purchase them. If you want to do your own research, look them up, check them out. But these are my top 5 favorite natural hair butters for type 4 hair, your kinkier, coilier, thicker, coarser textured hair. This is where it's at, right here. If you have type 4 hair and you have a favorite butter that I did not mention, will you please drop that in the comments below, and let's get a conversation going, because maybe I need to branch out and start using some different butters that work really, really well on hair like ours. So let me know in the comments below. Make sure that you guys subscribe. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Don't take your